So let's start with story number 7, reported by Vice.com. So there was a 99-year-old woman out of Mexico City named Caterina Orduna Perez. And this lady, she was a great grandmother. She was a pillar in her community. Everybody knew her in the town where she lived. We have a little video of her. This was posted on Twitter by Nathaniel Janowitz from Vice. Put up that little video. Look at her right there. She's dancing in the wheelchair a little bit, rocking to the music. Look at her. That's the kind of lady that Mrs. Perez was right there, 99 years old. Well, Mrs. Perez had one final wish before her death. And Jarret Bailey, my question is, what do you think her wish was?
Well, it's obviously going to be outrageous. So I'm trying to think of something just... Final wish, you said she's what, 99?
99.
99, okay. Where did you say she was from? Did it say where she was from?
Mexico City.
Mexico City, okay. Mexico City. See, I've never been to Mexico City, so I'm really just going in blind off of what I know about Mexico City, which is very little. I'm going to say she wanted to be...
It's a 1-hour show, Jarret.
I know. Hold on. I'm trying to think of something great, but also... Can I have a hint?
I'm just going to give you the answer.
That's fine, because I can't think of anything funny enough on the spot that makes sense for Mexico City.
She wanted a giant statue of a dick on top of her grave. We have a picture of it, Joel. There it is right there. So Mrs. Perez, she passed away on January 20, 2021. She had an affinity for penises and what she believed they represented.
Don't we all, by the way?
You said it, I didn't. Joel, if you've got additional pictures or anything, throw them up as I talk. So she had an affinity for penises. In Mexican slang, the word verga translates into English as cock. And verga is generally used as profanity, but it can also be considered a compliment. Like some people consider that verga means cool or badass. And so Mrs. Perez, she used the word verga in a complimentary way, and she referred to her family members as vergas. There they are. That's when they did the big reveal. Right there as part of her funeral, they did the big reveal. There it is right there. So she thought her family was vergas. You know, she thought that was a good thing. And after she passed, her family decided, look at that right there. Look at that. Her family decided they wanted to make her dream come true. It took a team of 12 people a month to make it, and they just unveiled it this past July. And there it was. Now,
how long did it take?
It took a month, 12 people, 1 month.
Okay.
To make that thing.
To make that ginormous penis.
That ginormous, looked like rock penis.
Yeah. No, I mean, everything that was going through my head, at no point did penis enter the noggin. I think I should do that too. I think we should all have... How about we make a pact? If we die around the same time, we'll get like matching phallic members on top of our graves. What do you say?
Joe Pearl's producing. Maybe he wants to do that deal. So Joe Pearl, no. if Joe Pearl wants a penis a gravestone, then that's up to him. But I think I'll take a pass on that pact. I appreciate you thinking of me.
Yeah, no, I think that would be a really good sign of camaraderie.
Of camaraderie, right?
Camaraderie. No, come on, that was good.
That was good. Whenever I do these stories, I like to ask a question related to the story. And sometimes I could go in just a shit ton of different directions.
Okay.
And so on this one, here's what I'm going to ask you. If you were going to request a statue of something that you wanted to be erected at your gravesite, what would it be? Yeah.
Okay. If I wanted something erected at my
anything
gravesite.
At your gravesite, what would it be?
Define the word erect, like put on my grave?
Anywhere you want. I mean, you're not on trial. Anywhere you want. You want it on top of your grave. You want it next to it. You want it, I don't know, underneath. You want it buried with you? I don't know. Anything that you wanted erected at your gravesite.
I want to have like a combination of all the things that I like kind of combined into one face. Or maybe like one body, like almost like a statue of like the things that I like. Maybe like I have Michael Myers mask, Joker face, a Rob Zombie dreadlocks with a cowboy hat because, why not throw that in? holding a microphone, you know, considering that, you know, we work in media, something that just represents me. I think that would be good.
Fascinating. So half Joker, half Michael Myers, the zombie dreads, maybe like a wrestling belt on the shoulder.
Yeah, maybe a good mustache.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Fascinating. That's very interesting. So
not actually a penis. I mean, we can give it a big penis.
So okay, so now you're not doing a head anymore. Now you're doing the entire body now.
Yeah, yeah, I think that it's evolved from just like a small bust to like an actual thing.
Interesting. Okay, cool. I'm going to remember that. And do you want Joel Pearl to still do the pact with you for that?
Let's melt down a Confederate statue and just turn that into people like me who would want a statue on top of their graves, and then just kind of that's a good tradition. I think that's a great idea.
Okay,
that could solve a lot of tension here in the States.
Apparently it could. So you want a large penis with half Joker, half Michael Myers, Rob Zombie dreads, belt on the shoulder, and a mic. Maybe Steve from Steven Larson. He's an artist. I had him on the show recently, and he's an artist. Maybe he can sketch something.
I didn't know Steve was an artist. Steve's in my fantasy football league, actually.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I'm going to send him this clip. I'm going to say, do you think maybe you can sketch out? This is what Jarret wants on his gravesite.
Tell you what, if he actually sketches it out, I'll tweet it out. I'll make it my Twitter header and everything. I would very much enjoy that.
Let's go to story number 5, reported by The Sun. This is an interesting one too. So there was a Swiss tourist, and he was sitting at an outdoor cafe.
I'm already locked into this.
Yeah, Swiss tourist. He's sitting at an outdoor cafe in Northwest Italy. And he was approached from behind by a guy waving a gun. And the guy ended up taking the tourist's watch. Like, he literally took it right off of his wrist, and he casually strolled away from the restaurant with the guy's watch. My question for you, Jarret Bailey, what happened next?
What happened next? I very badly want the Swiss tourist to also have a gun. I'm hoping that he also had a gun. That's what I'm going to lock in that answer. He also had a gun, and very nonchalantly just waved it at him and took his watch back. Was it a Swatch? I know that's the Swiss watch company, Swatch. Do we know the details on that?
Yeah, I've got the brand, and I'll tell you in a minute.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I'll tell you in a minute, but I'll tell you first what happened next. What happened next was another guy working with the thief reappeared seconds later to give the tourist the watch back because it was a fake, so he didn't want it. We got the video, Joel, put this up. So there's the cafe, and you'll see on the right, see in the background, there he's coming up to the table right there. He's got the gun out. Oh, the guy stands up. He takes the watch right off his wrist, and then he walks away. He's looking at it. See, he's looking at it, and they're just standing there going, oh, like, oh, what just happened? The guy walks away. Now, the video in a minute, we're going to forward literally like 30 seconds or something. They're sitting back at the table. They're wondering what the hell just happened. This dude just came and stole my watch. Here's another dude. He comes up to the table. Hey, sorry, man. Hey, this is a fake piece of shit. Hey, you can have it back. It's not going to make me money. And he walks away after giving him the watch. So the thief thought that it was, I might be mispronouncing it, a Richard Mille watch.
Oh, yeah. Rappers talk about that.
Okay. Well, they thought it was a Richard Mille watch that can cost between 20,000 euros and tens of millions. But after they walked away with it, they realized that it was counterfeit. And so they just brought it on back and gave it back to him because they know they can't get any money for it. And that's what they did. And so, Jarret Bailey, I got to ask you, do you own any fake brands of anything? Watches, shoes, sunglasses, jewelry? Have you been to Canal Road in New York? Anything fake whatsoever that you care to admit?
I think all the jewelry I have is fake. Like,
really?
Yeah, I mean, this is just like, I get all my like jewelry stuff like very cheap at like H&M, where it's just, you know, easy stuff to get. So yeah, nothing crazy that I have. Now, in terms of this Richard Mille issue, I do believe, now I'm not big into like the hip hop community or anything, but I do believe that there is a song. What the hell is it? I think it's Low Life by The Weeknd, and Future has a line in there, and I quote, Richard Mille cost me about an Aston Martin. That is the extent of my knowledge on Richard Mille watches. I just vaguely remember that from that song. It's a good song.
Okay, well, I guess that would explain why the dude just casually strolled up to this Swiss tourist to grab his watch.
If it costs about an Aston Martin, then yeah.
Right. Maybe he was going to do a swap, maybe. And then he saw it and he realized, okay, this fucking thing is going to get me a Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
So I might as well just give it back to you. And that's what he did.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I click the subscribe button. You really should too. If you like videos about real news stories that are funny, stupid, or weird, subscribe now.